Hey guys, I wanted to make this video for anyone that was thinking about getting a hair transplant and good surgeons. And what I'm going to tell you guys is there's only a handful, really, of good surgeons that can give you a state-of-the-art hair transplant. And that's why you got to be very careful and cautious when, making the decision on who to get the surgery from. Um, Selecting a good surgeon isn't, the easiest thing to do. You need to do some research. I'm finding a really good top-notch surgeon. Surgeons aren't like orthodontics, like they can't, pretty much every orthodontist can get you straight teeth, but not every hair surgeon can give you the hair that you always wanted. So I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to start off with, alright, the first thing is, all the big marketing surgeons, those guys really aren't the best surgeons. I'm going to tell you a few reasons why they're not known for giving the best hair transplants and best results, and they charge more for their marketing purposes of all those commercials that you see and everything. So they charge more per graft. They charge an extra $2 to $3 more per graft than a privately owned hair surgeon. So usually, typically, the privately owned ones that aren't on TV, ones that you don't really hear about, they are the best surgeons usually. And I'm going to provide you guys with a couple websites. Everyone should go check out AmericanHairLossAssociation.org and HairTransplantNetwork.com. You guys should definitely check that out. I think that they provide a lot of good information and the importance of getting a good hair transplant and the dangers of getting a bad hair transplant. And I've just been doing a lot of research on that. As you probably already know, I got my hair transplant from a well-known company, and they didn't give that, my result. I think I definitely need another hair transplant, and I'm not really too sure if I'm going to go back to them or not, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think that I probably could have got a more denser thickness look if I went to somebody else that's more, that anyone that this website recommends on American Hair Association.org and HairTransplantNetwork.com. These guys are really, they say that these guys are really good and they recommend them. They give you top-notch surgeons in your local area on who they would recommend, and there's only a few. Like, there's in Arizona, there's only like 2 surgeons here that they would recommend out of, like, I don't know, 12 surgeons here, 12 or 13. So they only recommend the best and the top-notch surgeons that can give you a state-of-the-art hair transplant. And yeah, so another thing I wanted to talk about is why usually Bosley and Hair Hair Club for Men isn't really recommended on their sites, is because they charge more. And from what I read, they don't use the latest technology, and giving you a state-of-the-art hair transplant, they go basically off what they learned a lot of years ago, and it's just kind of outdated. And the instrument that they use to poke in the holes is their instrument that they use is too big, and it could cause more trauma to the scalp and with less grafts. So that's why they're not really recommended. And when you use a bigger blade to poke the holes in, versus using a smaller blade, they can fit more hairs into a tighter area. So you can get more hairs. If you poke in big holes, it's going to spread out the hairs more. So, and it's going to cause more trauma to the scalp. So that's why they're not really recommended. I was kind of bothered to know that I got a hair transplant, that used a big instrument on my scalp to think about it, versus someone that could have did it really small. I actually had a consultation with a really good surgeon. He's supposedly like honestly probably like one of the best in America, and he lives here in Arizona, and his name is Dr. Scott Alexander. You guys can do your research on him or whatever. There's nothing but good said about him, and his work is really incredible. So I went and had a consultation with him, and he pointed out some things that he didn't like that Bosley did to me. I don't know if you guys can really see in the video, but it's kind of really hard to see, but there's like 1 or 2 hairs like just randomly right here on the island, and he didn't like that they're placed right there, and he said that there's a lot of trauma to my scalp still, a lot of redness still that his work, when it would be healed definitely by now, because he uses a smaller blade. The blade that he uses is really big. So yeah, so he pointed out that, and I would actually have to go to some special person to kill a few of these hair follicles, and they're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of like he told me it's kind of like out in a desert basically, to get those zapped or whatever and kill the follicles. And yeah, so I mean, overall I'm not really that disappointed with my hair transplant from Bosley. I think that they did a good job and they have wonderful customer service, but I think that there are more skilled surgeons out there that have more dedication to their work, and you know, they're not so much about selling you a hair transplant, they're more about giving you what you really wanted. So a lot of these big marketing, you know, companies, they're more worried about marketing and selling you a hair transplant rather than, you know, giving you the hair that you always wanted back. So, you know, that's just their main goal, is just to sell, 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 sell. So, you know, so yeah, I had a consultation with him, and he pointed out all the things that were done wrong. My scalp is still a little bit red, and he said it's not supposed to be like that. I also have a little bit of, I don't know if you guys can really see because my hair's kind of grown out, but there's kind of like still like a noticeable like scar on this side right here, and he said that he can fix that. And what I heard is he's just an awesome surgeon. So I heard that, you know, a lot of people from outside of the United States, as well as in different states in the U.S., travel to Arizona and just get a hair transplant from him, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. So another thing I wanted to go over is every hair surgeon will claim that their work is the best thing out there, and you know, you guys just got to be really careful. You can't really be gullible, you know. Every hair surgeon is gonna claim that what they do is the best thing that's ever happened, so you need to be careful, and you need to do a lot of research before you make any decisions. That's the best advice that I can give you guys. You guys want to, you know, research Dr. Scott Alexander, where I'm planning on possibly getting my next hair transplant done in maybe about 7 or 8 months. Go for it. You can see his work that he's done on his website and stuff like that. Another good good surgeons that I know is Hassan and Wong. I heard some pretty good things about them. I haven't really heard any negative reviews about them. Been doing some research on them too, but I'm gonna get mine from Dr. Scott Alexander most likely. And but I'm just saying, Hassan and Wong, if you are close to them, I think that they do good work too. So yeah, I just wanted to explain the values and dangers of hair transplants and surgeons. A lot of them really are about marketing and, you know, just getting your money. So you got to be careful. You know, I'm kind of up and down with my hair transplant. I mean, it looks good, but I I think there could have been a better job done, honestly. I think that the grafts could have been placed closer together, like Alexander was explaining to me, that his, the way his techniques work and everything, he doesn't space out the grafts so much. He places them in closer to each other to give the fullest, thickest look that there could possibly be. So, he pokes his little instrument that he uses to poke in the holes, the grafts, really small. It's about as small as the hair, honestly. So you can get the densest, thickest look possible without noticing that you got a hair transplant and with the least trauma to your scalp. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. There really is only a handful of really good state-of-the-art hair transplant surgeons, so wanted to go over that. Yeah, guys, thank you for sitting through all the 11 minutes of this video, and I hope that this helped if you're planning on getting a future hair transplant. Alright, take care, guys.